Okay, so there was a question, is there a job vacancy in the website? So guys, if there's no job vacancy, just find the HR, and probably they are in LinkedIn. So if you approach them directly as well, you get a better chance of getting into the position or getting into the company. Because the thing is that you showcase that you like this company and you want to work in this company, it's even better. Usually the last resort is the open positions on LinkedIn or a website. So if you approach them directly, that would be great. And here's the evening for now to do this today. But okay, we're talking about IT, we're talking about degrees and how to get into IT without a degree. So that's the question for you guys. Who is working in an IT company? Can you raise a hand? Okay, some of the people, IT company, yeah. Who do not have IT degree right now, but working in IT company? Some of you, okay. So, for example, I have a mechanical engineering degree from Kaunas University of Technology, but I've moved to IT area as well. I'm not working directly with coding, but it's definitely a possibility. And I will be talking a bit more about this today. Turing College, but we will start from very beginning. So mid-career change is very common, and sometimes it's full of benefits. Even if you are out of university, it's still a possibility to change your career, even though I know you were doing political science, but you decided that politics is not for you, for example. And you can go to the other areas as well. So for example, a lifetime employment at single company is a history right now, and flexibility will be more and more flexibility in your careers. So for example, an average age for making a career change is right now 39. It looks like 39 is already way past no changes in your life, but it's still a possibility, and this is the average. How many of you guys, you have parents that worked for the same company for over 20 years? You have those? Yeah, we have this. So this is the generation of before us, when our parents were working in the same company for many, many years. For example, my mother got out of university, she got her first job, and she's still working at 58. So she's working in the same company for many, many years. I have been changing my companies, my 6 or 5 companies already. I'm 30 plus, I'm not saying my age, but yeah, but around like that. So it's constantly changing, and the next generation that will be after us probably even be changing their careers or transitioning into new areas even more. Because the pace of today's, changes, society, technological change is so fast that could be that we will be changing more and more. But by the way, midlife there's a stepping stone sometimes that we feel that we have to make something different. What's driving all this change? Of course, I've mentioned technological changes, shifting your job skills, automation and AI. Everybody is scared of, a lot of people, of AI. The robots will conquer us in the future. Global competition demands adaptable workers as well. So probably if you hear that in the next few years, or maybe there's a company that can do the same for the lower price, the same work in other parts of the world, and this is pretty typical. Long career means more opportunities to switch paths as well, because we are working longer than before. Right now we are working until 70s, even more. Because the lifespan is way longer. Longevity is also the trending topic right now. So we want to live as long as possible, some of us. Half of all jobs will be needed updating within 5 years. So for example, I wanted to update a bit more what I do right now in Turing College, which is I'm head of admissions, meaning that I do accept the people into the programs. So not all people who want to take Turing College courses would get in, because not everybody has the right typical motivation, determination, and sometimes skills even in order to take the program. So that's why not everybody takes the program. So for example, I had this one guy today who was mentioning that, yeah, I'm a head of team lead in the IT company. I'm the head of software development department, so to say. And I had to hire a guy, a coder, like a software developer. And I had a very, how to say, impressive candidate. But his skills was like 5 years ago was really relevant. Today, it's not relevant anymore. Which means that the companies are shifting, are changing as well. And they're saying like, okay, AI skills or AI engineering skills are even more on demand. So he was sitting down and was saying like, so that's why I decided to go for your courses, because I don't want to be in his position. So these are the things that we're shifting right now, we are seeing, and we have to adapt. And that's why the thing is that if you ask what kind of soft skill is one of the most important ones, I would say adaptability right now. Okay, so yeah, longer courses, lifelong learning is also essential. You have to update. A lot of things are coming, a lot of information is coming in, and we have to like even, how to say, understand what's coming in, because there are a lot vast of information coming in. So transferable skills make you valuable. What does it mean? That even if you had a different diploma that you are working or you would like to work in, or you had a very different path before you, those skills that you gain, you can move to the new position and the new role as well. So that's the transferable skills that you can move from one place to the other. So career switchers succeed fastest when they highlight the skills like leadership, communication, and problem solving. And I think problem solving skills you will see more and more, because I think all the speakers are mentioning the same. Yeah, so they can bring experiences to the tech world, and Harvard Business Review also says the same, that you can move those skills from other industries, because right now, for example, the technical skills, technical skills are very horizontal. We heard that Amazon was saying that all of their employees has to have data analytics skills. Not just the department, there is data analysts there, but all the people, all the employees has to have by 2030 or something, data analytics skills, basic data analytics skills, which, I don't know, SQL, whatever, or spreadsheets, and so on and so forth, to understand in more in-depth way. So what hiring managers really want from your career changers is, as I mentioned, adaptability and willingness to learn. So if you learn, if you adapt to the new environment, new change, nothing new. So these are the career changes that were the two key aspects and two key soft skills that I'm mentioning. Okay, so barriers. The biggest thing, I think, when person is changing their career is the fear of not knowing and what will happen, because this world is new. If you probably have this, even when I go to school sometimes to talk, still school students think that the developer is the guy who's sitting next to the computer in a very dark room with a hoodie and coding something like from iRobot, you know, maybe this series, yeah? So something similar. And then you see these new beautiful offices, IT companies, where everybody's working together. They have daily stand-ups. They have coffee breaks. They have discussions next to the coffee, what to do, how to solve this puzzle of, I don't know, coding and the platform framework, how to sync one framework to the other, how to move the data from one place to the other. And there's a lot of communication there. And it's not just one guy doing all this stuff, so to say. So the fear of changing is pretty typical. It's a very human thing to have. But what helps is to have a mentor. And that's why we are doing actually these meetings, to you'll be able to have a platform and a community and a mentor to talk with and support you along the way, and even say encouraging words as well. And also maybe if you have like-minded people as well. So because probably you're not the only person who's thinking maybe I should go to IT, or those people are really cool and they want to be in their place as well. Okay, so theory is theory. Personal stories plays the most important part. And these are the three amazing ladies that we have experience working with. Indra was a former judge, a city judge. She's an incredible mom of 3 kids. I do not have kids. She has 3 kids, and she decided to shift careers from city judge to a data scientist, and she's right now working on Vinted. At the beginning, when she came to us, actually, she didn't get into Turing College on the first round because her soft skills were really, really good, but she was lacking a bit of understanding on how, on the basis of level, the mathematics, the coding works. So we offered her to go for CS50 Python Harvard open source course. It's a really good resource if you would like to start working on that. I do recommend it. For example, I even recommend it to school children to play it around because it's a really good source that you can use. Harvard CS50, if something. And she had a lot of great skills like logical thinking, research, communication. The second time she added that she mentioned that I finished that course and I want to go around for the second time to you guys, the data science course. And she got in, of course. She got in, she passed it, she finished the course, which is really long, it's 12 months time, even sometimes longer, and she got into Vinted. And Vinted has pretty high standards for hiring, so that's an amazing story. The second one is Carolina. Carolina actually was a barista before, so she had a lot of experience with customer service, I think. So to make a good coffee, a great coffee, it's a pretty difficult job, I think, to do. Of course, there are some methodologies and so on and so forth, but definitely it's the example of customer service. She came in, she was saying that, hey guys, I know customer service and I know business, how it works. I just want to add that extra value, extra puzzle detail about analytics, about data analytics. So now she's working as a data analyst in Hostinger. And my lovely third story is, I don't know if you heard it, but this is our bronze medalist in rowing from Paris Olympics 2024. Victoria has an amazing story. If you haven't heard it, I do recommend listening to the podcast that she's speaking about her personal experiences. She had a situation where she was dropped out of the Olympic rowing team because of the pretty poor result or something like that. I'm not sure the politics of rowing and federations, whatever. But she didn't have a job as a professional sportswoman rower. She was seeking for opportunities. She got into one of the IT companies as a customer service specialist, actually. And she started learning data analytics in Turing College. Now she came back to the Olympics. Of course, she was started growing, but she has right now 2 professions. And she said that when I finish my sports career, I will get back to what I was doing before. Data analytics will be my second profession. And this is my plan B. And I think it's an amazing thing to hear. Okay, so if you haven't heard, Turing College, we do courses about data analytics, data science. Right now it's AI for business analytics, AI engineering for advanced users who already know coding. And probably many more, because we have plans to do AI for marketing, AI. So a lot of AI will be there in the future. But we initially started data science. So Turing College, Alan Turing, if you haven't heard this guy, you can watch the movie Imitation Game, amazing movie. So our founder, Thomas, he was learning economics in Erasmus University in Rotterdam. but he loved coding on his like a hobby, a side hustle, so to say. And he decided that, he said that to our, how to say, to their students, that you guys need to know the coding as well, because economic students would need to know this stuff in the future. And he started doing like classroom learning experiences, after class experiences, so to say. And he started learning, teaching them how to code. That's why that's how he started. He was trying to teach them very simple ways. And that's how the Turing Society grew. And right now we have, along the way, a lot of years came by, evolution, what we've done, how we've done it. And we came to this situation when we have Turing College and we do online courses. We do a bit differently. We do the process a bit methodologically, so to say, differently. So everything's online, and it's a project-based learning, as I'm always saying to my candidates who are coming to Turing College to start learning. So always on expert mentorship. We do have a lot of mentors right now, over 150 from different parts of the world, mainly Europe, so no worries about the time zones. But what of the key things that even one candidate was asking me today, so how do you say that, like, oh, this mentor is really competent? We do not take the mentors who does not have less than 5 years experience in the market. So all the mentors are already in the market working and have experience and have the pulse what's happening real time. Hands-on gamified learning, we do have a platform and we do have a product there. And if you start learning, you get access to your account. All the programs are divided in modules and projects, and you do one project at a time. So you instantly are doing learning by doing process. So you're not just listening to the theory all the time. And I think it's really important, especially we've been to university, we've been to college, we've been to the schools. We already sat down on those classes. Probably, I don't know, 50+% of the information is long gone. But once you know, like, you start learning, you start teaching others, you know what's happening there. So personalized and adaptive learning. So you can learn whenever suitable for you. So you do not need to start learning at 9 a.m. You can start learning way later in the day. That's why it's very adaptable to the people who do have full-time jobs. And we do have a lot of people who have full-time jobs, and they can adjust their learning schedules to their working schedules. Thank you so much. Yeah, so skills are individual learning plan, instant feedback on real projects. So for every project you get 2 reviews from 2 people, and these are the mentors that provide you with the score. So you have one-on-one session with them. So if you would like to, you can see us in action. There's a beautiful video from Thomas that I mentioned before. So he's our co-founder, and if you go to YouTube, Turing College, you will definitely find this beautiful video. And he explains the platform and the learning process. He was calling Uber with mentors sometimes. I think a lot of things that we are calling these days Uber with somebody, like with trainers or something like that. And there are also project showcase. So what we are super happy, because we can showcase projects what our actual learners have done. We do not call them, by the way, students, we call them learners, because it's a bit different methodology. So you can check what kind of project they have done, what experiences they have, and to understand what you can learn as well. Shortly, from literacy to mastery, our programs, right now we have very short programs, which is AI literacy. For the people who haven't used AI tools on daily basis or a bit of scared of them, just to understand on a very basic, simple level, and to maybe prompt something on their daily, to improve their daily life. AI for business analytics, more analytical program, more for automation, to automate your processes, to automate your Barbara, how to say, purchase, for example, not to do it yourself. AI engineering is already creating LLMs and creating AI agents. So this is the program that you have to have coding skills. And data analytics, data science actually data science is the program that we started initially. And then we shortened the programs. We started from the longer programs and then we shortened it because we see that people are not always ready to reskill. They want to upskill themselves on a daily basis, because even HRs, financial controllers, or any other profession needs some kind of AI skills on a daily basis as well, and it's amazing. Okay, I think I'm finishing, but I will leave more time for the questions. Okay, so my final thought is that I think in this situation where you are, especially if you're changing or shifting, or your friend is changing something in their life, or they are thinking to change, they are not starting over. Because starting over, I think it's very overrated, so to say, think, oh, you have to come back to somewhere. No, you're not coming back. You're probably shifting to the other direction, maybe to the left or to the right or to the other angle. I'm not going to Ozas, but maybe to the other side. And you are bringing something extra to the table. You are bringing a lot of experiences from different people. You are bringing, I don't know, like Carolina, you are bringing experience from coffee shops, what people are looking, seeking, and searching, to the data analytics and side, so to say. So that's my thing. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.